I'm sitting here bored and I have nothing else to do, so I'm going to be making this short little video. Now, this is not going to be just a constant thing. I'm just going to post little videos while my big projects and big videos will be going on to my friend's YouTube channel. And this will not be just a continuing thing. I just got bored and wanted to record me playing a game. Sure, it's stupid, and most of the time that I tried to speak, but it would not catch up my mic. Some parts it will, but it would cut in and out. So if you hear that, please forgive me. But anyways, and with that being said, please don't let me waste any more of your time and enjoy the video. Like I said at the beginning of the video, my mic was extremely terrible, but right here in this room is a perfect spot whenever, she can barely hear when you're trying to get to the front door exit. You gotta wait for her to see, and since you did not lock the door, you can stand right there, and as she's unlocking the door, you can jump on out and then run for it. She'll be so distracted on the door and inside the room, and she will not care about that you just ran past her, but you have to let her get to the door. And in this whole time of me waiting for her to actually see me, it's just going to be me and you talking. Well, mainly me talking to you. Sorry, this ain't a two-way thing. But I'm sitting here in this room constantly waiting for her to do it. I could jump cut to this, but I'd rather not. I'd rather have y'all see me just look at myself and constantly move the camera. I forgot what I was about to talk about. And who else can agree on the directional audio? Because I have looked so many directions of where I hear all the noise, and it would not show. But here's a prime example of her seeing us, and we wait for her to get to the door. And then as soon as we see her hammer through the door, we jump and we book it. And then go wherever you need to go. I went upstairs like a complete buffoon, thinking I knew where the broom was when I didn't check a really obvious spot. You can see it, and when you can see my camera either shaking or me jittering it around, you will definitely see my anger and frustration. So I'm looking around, figuring out how I'm going to do this, because she's now downstairs where I need to be. And this is another spot where it's perfect to hide in if you're doing it properly. I shut the door like a complete buffoon and acted as if I knew what I was doing, when I clearly at the time didn't. My heart was racing. I don't know why it was, but it just was. As you can see with me constantly looking either at the floor, near the door, at the wall, it was the directional audio. in this game, it absolutely is terrible, so it's hard for me to understand where the audio is coming from. I don't know if she's downstairs or upstairs with me. So I sat here for a couple minutes to see, or a couple seconds really, not really minutes. Sorry about my English, it's not a good thing. But you see that I'm just standing there, like, looking down, seeing if she is downstairs, waiting for her to open up the door as a clear sign. And I just stare at the door, and continuing to be a buffoon, I stayed there, and then I would soon realize my mistake and open the door. As soon as I did, I thought that she wasn't there. Turns out she's right there. So we run into the little hidey hole, or little cubby, and we sit here and wait. I thought she lost me, and I was about to hit out until I seen her hammer. I freaked out a little bit because I about jumped out. And I waited for a couple minutes, waited for her to leave. Found her again, ran back into the hidey hole because I did not know. And then ran out and decided to jump down and go the complete wrong way of where I was needing to go. Running towards the bathrooms, checking them for the broom, when I knew clearly that they were not going to be in there. But you can clearly see that I'm still checking them no matter what. My sensitivity was horrible in this game, and I have to change my settings before I ever do this again, because it was either too high or too low. Taking it really slow and really steady when it turns to my downfall. I hear the noise of her spotting me, but I do not know where it's coming from, so I freak out and just run. I don't know if I ran into her or not. I just hope that she was far behind me. And then whenever I thought I was safe, I hit the wall, and then I checked inside these doors. I tried to collect that coin, but then it finally did. And then I gave up on the coins because I did not want to deal with it. Looking in those, expecting a broom to be in there, but it wasn't. So, of course, I go into the next room. Still, I could jump down that pit and survive it, but I didn't. I don't know what I was expecting in here. I knew there was nothing. And this is where she gave me a heart attack. I literally dropped my device and just stared, and then I waited. I was like, well, damn. And then I had to calm my heart rate down. So then we start back at the room. And this is where I remember that there's another hiding spot for the broom that I should have checked immediately. Guess what it is? It's the broom. I should have known. Now I have to get back into this room, checking the people through the door, or little bars or whatever, and all that. This is where, obviously, you get the box of cookies with the key inside of it. I thought she heard the box, so I stayed there extra longer when I could have ran out. But instead, I sat here like the big dummy, the big fool I am, and waited it out. So, was trying to speak during this part, and it was just like me telling you that she does a full loop. Either walking through here, going into the gym, or through the classrooms, going up the stairs, do a full route up there, and then she'll come back down. I was waiting for her to come back down, even if she was upstairs or not. I didn't know. And then I started thinking, how did she even get them up there? I seen her arm right there, and that's when I started doing a little circular motion to show y'all that I seen her. Either she went upstairs or downstairs. So I just sat there and waited. I got my camera into position so I can see the door and see the hallway, even though I could use the audio cues to help me. But I just still sat here this entire time, waiting for her to come. Doing little circles again like a complete fool. You'll be hearing that a lot. Now she finally recognizes me and coming to come get me. Now this is the part where you see the hammer, you run. See, I stopped thinking that she was going to see me when I forgot that she doesn't care. Once she sees you in a room, she goes to that room. And then I tried to drop the cookies. It didn't work, so I had to pick them up. I thought she heard me, so I panicked a little bit. And so I closed the door like a fool once more. Now I just had to wait for her to come back upstairs, see me here, and then I can jump down and make my swift exit. Remember when I said I was a fool? I literally stood here and just stand. And I realized I could possibly stand here, so I just... yeah. I stood there and just crouched repeatedly. And then realized I should open the door, and hopefully past me opens the door. Or I'm just going to continue to stare at the door like a complete idiot. Let's see what I do. Look at me, I opened the door for once, realizing my mistake. She won't go into the balcony area unless she sees you go to it. So now I have to just wait for her, and I continue to sit here. The reason why I do this is because it's a lot easier for me. But as you can see, as I'm doing circular motions, I'm just basically retelling you what type of loop that she does. She goes into that room across from here. But here I am, sitting here, waiting. As you can see right here, I was goofing off, and then she scared me, causing me to jump down quickly, which was part of the plan. Now she has to loop all the way down, which gives us a swifty, easy way to escape. And boom. Even though it is on easy mode. I was doing this for my first video because I didn't know how badly this would turn out. But now, we finished. Thank you for watching. See you later, my sweet children. Bye-bye.